This is an Andy's Randomness special report. Reporting now, Andy Pollack.
To announce our return to front door boarding on buses beginning August 31st. This means, once again, we will begin collecting a fare on our buses. This is a crucial step as we continue to support the reopening of New York City. As you know, we've been facing the most serious financial crisis in MTA history due to the COVID pandemic. Pat Foy has called it a fiscal tsunami, which is a vivid and accurate description. We are in a moment when every dollar counts, which is why we now find it is an appropriate time to resume fare collection. The fact is, we do not operate a free service as much as we may want to, and we can't afford to lose out on these revenues at this moment.
This is an Andy's Randomness special report. I am Andy Pollack. We have major breaking news today in the world of the MTA. And that is, fare collection on New York City buses will resume starting Monday, August 31st. Announced by New York City Transit President Sarah E. Feinberg. So, we will read this article I found from WCBS880.com. I had to convert it to PDF because the website was just being all buggy on my computer, but let's read this. So, once again, front door boarding on New York City buses will start on Monday, August 31st, meaning fare collections will also resume. New York City Transit President Sarah Feinberg said the MTA faces an estimated $16.2 billion budget deficit throughout 2024. The MTA is losing about $200 million a week in revenues from losses in fares, tolls, subsidies, and COVID-related expenses, President Feinberg said. The MTA bus revenue and bus ridership projections indicate a loss of $431 million throughout the pandemic based on regular pre-pandemic ridership. President Feinberg said based on the number of riders who boarded buses over the last several months, had the MTA collected during that time from March until August of 2020, that would have amounted to $159 million in lost revenue for the 6-month loss. We are in a moment when every dollar counts, which is why we now find it an appropriate time to resume fare collection, President Feinberg said. The fact is, we do not operate a free service as much as we may want to, and we cannot afford to lose out on these revenues at the moment. The MTA implemented rear door boarding in March as a way to protect drivers from COVID-19. The move made riding the bus essentially fare-free throughout the pandemic. So, there you have it. Now, I want to take a look at these tweets that we got from Steve Burns. He is a transit reporter from WCBS News Radio 880. So we're going to take a look at this demonstration. As you can see here, this is how they're going to keep the drivers safe. They're going to add an extra shield, and they're going to make it easy for the customers to put exact fare change or Metro card inside the bus. Now, I can't tell what depot this is, but it looks like it's somewhere in the city, from what I see over there. So we are going to check in on the other transit reporters to get their reaction. So, looks like the Quill Depot in Manhattan. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to check in on the transit reporters. First up, we're going to check up with Jose Martinez to get his reaction and see if he gave any thoughts. Jose Martinez tweeted, "Let me tell you something, brother. Front door boarding returns August 31st. Time to pay that fare, Jack." At MTA Bus Big Craig Cipriano. There you have it. Basically giving facts. Clayton Goose of the Daily News. Let's get his reaction. So, no reaction from Clayton Goose, but he did give an article regarding MetroCard vending machines over the weekend, which we're not really going to get into. Let's check in with Andrew Sif from NBC4. Quick tweet from Andrew Sif. All right. And lastly, we're going to go to the transit mecca himself, Greg Mocker. So no tweet from him. But I'm assuming he'll probably do a story tonight on Pix 11 News, which, Greg, if you are watching, you do have a story. I will add it to the Downstate COVID playlist. So I will add that. And I did tweet the news as soon as it came over the wires. So that was very important to me to do that. So, with that being all said, I'm going to wrap this up. This has been a special report from Andy's Randomness. Thank you for watching.